Hi, I'm JT Wilcox, and I represent the 2nd District, and we're shooting this video in my office at home. And as we go around the office, you're going to find out that just about my entire office is built out of wood. And incidentally, I think just about every stick of wood here in my office came from my home at Wilcox Farms and went through the little sawmill that my daughter and I operate. It turns out that my friend Greg Rock here is able to explain to me that what I have in my office is my own little personal carbon sequestration unit, which makes me really happy, and I kind of wanted to get him to explain it to all my friends.
Yeah, I'm Greg Rock. I'm a sustainable energy engineer and been doing a lot of research around the topic of carbon sequestration. I think everyone knows that plants and trees absorb CO2 out of the atmosphere while they're growing, and that's a form of carbon storage. But then after we cut those trees down, if we put them into a good use, they actually end up storing carbon for 50, maybe 100 years longer. So if you look at a beautiful table like this is all stored carbon that used to be in the atmosphere and is no longer contributing to the global warming effect.
Hey, and Greg, I just got to break in for a minute and let everybody know this is one of the tables that my daughter makes here on the farm. So if you're looking to store carbon, this thing never even really got on a truck. So it was born here, grew for 70 years, and now we're just storing carbon, right?
So very locally produced with a low energy footprint.
Yeah.
This is about as good a carbon storage table as you could possibly have, and a beautiful piece.
Okay.
And then you look at this, I mean, a table like this is going to be, value for generations to come. It could end up storing carbon for 100, 200, maybe 300 years. And so all of this wood that you see in this office place at one point was carbon in the atmosphere, and now it's being stored here on Earth and no longer contributing to the global warming effect. So this is one of the great sequestration practices that we want to see and encourage more of.
Well, this is so cool, and one of the other things that Greg and I have been talking about this morning is how is it that we can find ways to encourage people to put their idle land back in production. Now, I'd love it if they were farming and growing food, but all over the 2nd District, places where families used to make a living are just sitting idle. And one great thing that we could do to help the rural economy and make a big impact on the amount of carbon that's out there in the atmosphere would be to get those pieces of land reforested. And I think that Greg and I are going to be doing some work on that together, and I really appreciate you coming out.
Well, I really appreciate the time and all your effort on these efforts.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Thanks.